Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well. And I want to do another video on sharpening your entry points. You're sharpening your entry points. Of course, you'll see on the right side of my screen, I have a list of, I think, about 25 or so stocks, all the way down up to here, ACE, right up to there, or down, right down to there, of stocks that are highly trending. And the way I determine that is I want the 20 period moving average and the 60 period moving average and the 200 period moving average to line up, 20 on the top, 60 below that, and the 200 below that. I want that pattern in the monthly chart, weekly charts, and the daily charts. Okay, I have other videos explaining how to do that analysis, and so I will not take time in this video to talk about that. Today, I want to get directly into finding the entry points. So for the regular swing trading, I'm using the 5-minute chart, as you see right here. This is a 5-minute chart. And maybe you could use a 10 or 15-minute chart as well. But for right now, I'm using the 5-minute chart, and I have the 20 period moving average, which is in blue for me, and the 200 period moving average, which is the black. I'm only using those two for the entry points. All right, I'm using a 5-minute chart and the 20 period moving average and the 200 period moving average. All right. One more indicator that I'm using is right here on the bottom. It is called the RSI, Relative Strength Index. You can look for the RSI in the indicators section, like right up here, and you can find it on your TradingView app as well. And I just use the default setting, which is, I think, the 14 period. Simple moving average is the So that RSI uses a particular calculation in conjunction with the moving averages as well. Okay, so I'm using both of these. All right. First, what I want to do is I want to talk about the 200 period, the 20 period moving average. I want you to look carefully at the 20 and the price. Okay, so let me make the 200 invisible. Let me hide that. Okay, here we have a chart with only the 20 period moving average. Okay, you see this? And one thing that you'll notice is that the price and the 20 kind of, they're like friends. They stay close to each other. But once in a while, you'll see the price moving away from the 20, but coming back close to the 20. And again, the price moves away from the 20, comes back close to the 20. And then this time it's moving down away from the 20, but it comes back close to the 20. Look at that. It's following the 20 right here. And then it comes down away from the 20 again, and then it comes back close to the 20 again. You see that? All right. I'll look at another stock and KEI. All right, this one as well. To be honest with you, I don't know what these companies are. I'm swing trading. This might be for a day or 2 days or something like that, or 3 or 4 days maximum. Within a week, mine sell off. And so I'm only looking at the price movements. And here also, this one, it looks like it's following the 20 period moving average very closely. See that? It moves away a little bit, but not too far away. All right, another one, Apollo Tires. I'm only looking at, the very recent data. All right, Apollo Tires, you'll see something similar. See, it begins on this left side, with the 20 and the price close to each other. The price goes up away from the 20, comes back close. Again, the price moves up away from the 20 and comes back closer to the 20. Price moves back down away from the 20 and goes back up. Price moves up, comes back close to the 20. And then look at this. It follows and stays close to the 20 all the way through, goes down away from the 20. Okay, so that's one thing that I want you to recognize, that the price seems to stay close to the 20 period moving average. And periodically it moves away, but then it eventually comes back close to it again. Now I'm going to add the 200 period moving average back to the chart. The second thing I want you to see is that the 20 period moving average and the 200 behave similar to that. In other words, the 20 and the 200, all right, they come close together and then they pull away. See the 20, the blue, pulls away from the 200 and then comes back close. That my 200 is black on this chart, all right? And then the 20 goes up, see this, away from the 200, and then the 20 comes back down close to 200. All right, now here, again, the 20 has moved away, going down, 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 away from the 200. And then, well, this is last Friday's data. All right, I entered in this one. And it didn't make any difference. It's just staying there. What will happen here? Well, it will go back up to the 200. All right, that's been the history, and it goes back. But one of the things I want you to notice is that the 200 is slanting down a little bit and then started going sideways, but not too steep going down. All right. Now, the only question will be, what will happen on Monday? We don't know. But I'm hoping that the price will climb and hit my 1% before it reaches the 200. Why is that? Because the 200 is often quite a strong resistance, and it's difficult to push out up above the 200. It does, but not always, not, and there is a resistance. So if it hits that resistance, it may take more time for the price to go further up. Like, for example, here, you see right here, look at the price going up to the 200 again and again and again, hitting it, and not able to go up. Here also not able to go up. And then finally it broke out. They came back down again below the 200, and then it went up smoothly. See that? All right. So that's another factor that I want you to notice, is that the 20 period moving average stays close to the 200. All right. And also that the 200 does act as a resistance. Let's look at another example. All right, KEI. We had looked at this one previously. Now with KEI, what you need to realize is that the 20 period, just like we said earlier, moves away from the 200, but then it comes back close to the 200. Now, in this case, it looks like the 20 period has been away from the 200 for quite some time. All right, it's been going down and it's been away from the 200 for quite some time. But what will happen down the road? It will come back up again. Okay, now the question is this: will I enter this trade? Well, I personally would not enter this trade, because if you notice that the 200 is facing down, is slanting down quite steep. All right, now my internet is a bit slow at this point. That's why, yeah, all right, that's why it was moving a bit like a slow motion movie or something. Okay, so here I would not enter, because the 20 period moving average is moving down like this, kind of a steep incline. So even if the price goes up, the 20 is also coming down. So it's going to be a quick resistance right there. All right, let's look at the next one, Apollo Tires. I'll get to the RSI in just a little bit, how I bring that together, okay? But I'll get to that. But for right now, all right. Now, will I enter this? Well, I would not enter this, because this 20 period has not gone down far enough below the 200, all right? Okay, so let's go to HDFC Bank. Is this something that I would enter? All right, this one also I would not enter, because the 20 period has gone above the 200. And then what's going to be the next move? The 20 is going to come back down to the 200. All right, so I will stay out of this. I will not enter here. Okay, the next one, ICICI Bank. You'll see that the 20 has gone up above the 200, and The next move is that the 20 will come back down to the 200. So I will not enter. But this is a nice flat moving 200. All right. And if you notice here, see the price went down below the 200. Okay. And this might be a point where I would enter at this point once the price comes down. Now, the question is entry there a smart idea? Well, I'm using this tool here on the left side to measure the price range. All right. Let's say I enter somewhere around here. Would there be enough to make 1%? Barely. Look at that. Barely 1%. Okay. All right. Let's go on. ITC. Would these be something that I would enter? Let's see. All right. Here, the price is below the 200. The 20-period moving average is below the 200. All right. What does this look like? Well, let's see. I'm going to see, will I be able to get a 1% range from entering somewhere around here? Look at that. Even up to the 200, it's only 48.48%. All right. I'm trying to get a 1% profit margin profit when I enter these trades. And that's all I'm taking, just 1%. That's all I'm taking. Now, yeah, fine. Here's another one that the price has gone above the 200. The 20-period moving average has gone above the 200. And I will not enter this because what's going to happen is if I buy here, the price is going to come back down to the 200. All right. I have a chart of Nifty here. I'm going to skip that. Now, I use Nifty as a placeholder. All the stocks above that are stocks that I have already purchased. All right. But Nifty acts like a placeholder for me. The rest, the ones below that, are the ones in my watch list that I still feel like I can trade. And all right, here it is. See, the price is above. I will not enter. Why not? Because the 20-period moving average will come back down to the 200. So I don't want to enter, and the price just going down again. All right, next one is RVNL. All right, let's see if RVNL is worthy of us entering there. Nope, I would not enter. Why not? The 20 has gone above the 200, and then eventually it will come back down to the 200. And the all-time high is there, which is a very powerful resistance as well. Next one is Mark Sands Pharma. All right. Would I enter in this one? All right, here it is. So you have now the 20-period moving average gone below the 200. And what will happen? The 200 will come back up to the 20 will come back up to the 200. All right. Now, if it does, will there be enough to make 1%? All right. The 1% will be right about here. That's 1%. Okay. If my entry is about 105.80, then I would go up to 106.85. Is that enough? Well, that would work. But then my only question is, if this trajectory continues, what's going to happen? All right. That's a question that I have. Let me draw this line, kind of a trend line here, and see if we can kind of track this and see if there's what kind of possibility there is of this price movement. If this trend of the 200 continues straight down like that, look at this. If it does, okay, the question is, how fast will this move up? That's another question. If this price continues sideways like this, then next thing you know, I will not make the 1%. So this is something that I would not enter. Okay, it looks good, but I would not enter this one because of this reason. All right, let me get rid of this drawing here. All right, let's go to the next one. REC Ltd. REC Limited. All right, look at that. The 20-period moving average has gone above the 200, and I would not enter because it's just going to go back down again. FACT. All right, waiting for FACT to open up. Here we are. Okay, you can see that it's the 200. The 20-period moving average and the price is very close to each other. And then you see the 200 is facing straight up. Look at that. It's kind of like on a very nice incline going up, and the 20 is here. Would I enter this? I would enter this. The only thing here is that the RSI, all right, the RSI, when the RSI is way up here, above this, up to this and above, that means it's up to this line here and above, that means it's overbought. That means the price may not go up much further from there. It's very unlikely. All right. When it goes down to this level and within the shaded area or below, that means it's not, it's what is it, underbought or something like that, and so there is still range to go up. So I'm looking for the RSI to be somewhere in the halfway mark or on the lower side, and I'm using it in conjunction with the moving averages as well. So since it's somewhere in the middle, there is still possibility for it to go up. Now, how long will it stay sideways? That we don't know. It could stay sideways for quite some time. We don't know. You see here, it stays sideways here for quite some time and did not go up to the top again. So we don't know that, but the probability is there. And here as well, excuse me, because the 200, is on an upward incline, this is something that I would enter and look for a 1% profit margin here. Like 1% would be right here. Let's see. Right there. That would be 1%. Okay. And I think that's doable. Right. Okay. That's 1%. And I think that's doable. All right. I hope that makes sense. Fertilizers and chemicals, FACT. So what I do here is if I see something that's looks like a good possibility, I bring it up, I drag it up just below the Nifty. All right. So that I can look at it on Monday and see if that's an entry that I could take. All right. Next one, India Hotels. All right. Looks something like the previous one, except that the 200 is not on such a strong incline, steep incline going up. All right. But the RSI is only halfway, so there is range for it to go up. And the possibility of the possibility of this going up is even still there. Okay, so that can happen, and I'm looking at that possibility as well. All right. Okay, this could go up. So this is something that I would look at for a possible entry on Monday. All right. GE Shipping. GE Shipping. All right, here as well. The 20 is above the 200, and it's just going to come back down close to the 200. The 20 is going to come back down, and the 200 is on a steep incline going up, so that I don't see that as a good possibility. Okay, and next one is Titan. All right, Titan is one that I want to look at carefully, and let's see. All right, same problem with Titan. See, the 200 is above the 20 is above the 200. Okay, Titan is another problem as well. All right. Okay. The next one I want to look at is Godfrey Phillips, and here the 20 has come back close to the 200. So right here, but it hasn't touched it yet. So I would not enter this. But the RSI looks okay. It could still continue going further up. So it's neither here nor there. It's hard to know which is the right one. We don't know which way it's going to go. Okay, if it's going to go down or up, we have no clue. So it's a bit uncertain. Here's another one that looks like the 200 is on an incline going down, but not too steep. All right. And then the 20 is below. And the price has gone up, down, and then it's right over here. So, and the RSI is not too high. It's about halfway, and it looks good. But will I get 1% out of this? Let's say if I were to enter here, okay, do I have a 1% possibility? The answer is no. Why not? Because this 200 is facing down. It's just going to come down, and the resistance is going to be so much. Okay, you can see that 200 is acting as a resistance all through here, and is not able to go up. So it's resisting that quite a lot. Okay, all right. Then next one is Mahindra and Mahindra. All right. Let's look at this. Okay, so here you have the 20 and the 200 just going close to each other, back and forth, and you know the RSI has been in the middle, and there is a possibility to go up. So this is a possibility. I would enter. This is a possible entry. Now, if I did enter, what kind of an upshoot can I get? Let's see what this one did in the past. Not even 1%. See, so not really sure about this. I'm a bit unsure about this and about the position of that price movement right now. All right, here's another one, BEL. Now, you might be wondering, this guy is being too picky. Well, yeah, I'm trying to find the best entry, the better entry. All right, here's BEL. Again, the 20 is above the 200, and it's just going to go back down. So not interested. GAIL, GAIL. Let's look at GAIL and see what GAIL does. All right. All right, here's GAIL with the 20 above the 200, and it's just been going up that way. And now, and you might say, well, it hasn't come back down to 200 yet. Well, I'm still not going to enter because my rule says it's going to go down. Maybe that stock has that kind of a trend. I don't know, but I'm just not going to enter and risk my money or my time with that. Next one, Sun Pharma. Let's see what Sun Pharma looks like. All right. Okay, here's Sun Pharma with the 220 below the 200, and the 200 is pointing down as well here. All right, would I, and the RSI is not high, so it could reverse back up again. So let me see if a 1% is possible. If my entry was right here at the last close, look at that, 1% would take it up all the way up to here, and so the probability is less that it could go up, but we don't know. We don't know. The reason I say that is that see, the 20 is beginning to incline down again. All right, next one, Tata Steel. All right, here's Tata Steel. Looks like a sideways move. Okay, sideways move, and this might work. See that the RSI is down there, so there's a lot of movement you can expect going up. The 20 and the 200 has been staying close. Now, does that mean it's going to go up? We don't know. Okay, we have no clue, but that's not so convincing. All right. All right, here's another one where this might be okay, just like Tata Steel. It might be okay. The RSI is not too low. The only thing is, these kind of entries, we don't know. It could go down, it could go up. But then I still, even if you enter and it's not a great entry, you might be in it for a week or two sometimes, and that's all. But then it still will go up because these are highly trending stocks. You'll still make it, it will still go up because of the, character of the price movements in the monthly and the weekly and the daily chart. So it'll still go up. So you don't have to worry and see, okay, am I going to lose all that money? Not like that. I'm a bit more confident about these particular stocks and its movements. All right. Now here is one that might be a good entry, but it hasn't touched the 200 yet. All right. I may be looking for something like this where it's gone just above the 200, and but then here as well, you see this is going sideways. And it's been like up there for a very long time. So not so keen on this, but let's see. If I were to enter here, up to this point, it's just a little bit over 1%. Look at that. And look how much time it takes. All right. Okay, but that might be just 1 or 2 days. No, not too bad. All right. Let's look at this one. And what does this look like? Again, the same. It's about, going sideways, and and this is also, the RSI is halfway. So this is a good entry, and not excellent, but it's good. We don't know if it's going to go up or down. If it goes down, then you can hold for another week or so. Maybe within a week or two, it'll sell off at your target. Okay, here we are. Price has gone up above the 20, and the price went up above the 200, went sideways for quite some time. Okay, but then the 200 has been trending up, moving up. So this might be something that I would be interested in. Let me just move this one below the Nifty and below the, I think, India Hotel. Yeah. So, okay, that's something to look at. All right. Let's go to the next one. ACE. I think this is the last one on my list. So not a lot of good ones on this list so far. ACE. Yeah. All right. So since the RSI is dipped down so low, and look at this here. This might be something to consider. Let's see. Let me see here. Yeah. If the entry is here, will I get 1%? It's a bit tight. It's a bit tight. Look at that. Maybe. All right. This might be a possibility. All right. Not so sure. All right. So good. So I'm looking for those places where the 20 has gone down like this. Okay. So then to enter, because you know that it's going to come back up again. That's the best place. All right. You see, like the 20 has gone down, and right below that, you'll see that the RSI is not too high. And these are good entries that I'm looking for. But then, it took more time. All right. So I'm looking for those opportunities which may be like, giving me something that's fairly quick movement. Now, so I told you on my watch list, I have the first set of 20 to 25 are the ones that are good, trending well on the monthly, weekly, and the daily charts. Now, this one here is monthly and weekly only. So these are trending in the monthly and weekly only. So now these are secondary ones that I would still look for entries. These look good. All right. It's just on the daily that it hasn't done well, but these are still my possibilities. Now, the monthly only, I may not select so much, but still, these are good. All right. That's Hindustan Zinc. Look at that. See, the RSI is way down there. The 20 has gone down below. The price has gone down below as well. So how much range do I have? Do I have a 1% possibility? It's a bit tight. Look at that. The 200 is going to be the resistance. It's going to be a strong resistance. Okay, I can still enter, and it might just cut through the 200 like this, but it does serve as a strong resistance. Okay, I'll go just through this list as well. I know the video is getting a bit long. Here we are. Okay, the 20 gone down below the 200, and looking for it to go up again, but not much of a movement here. Let's see how much. This one is Honeywell. Yeah, there is a movement here. That's because of the price. Let's see. Okay, well, that's tough. No, not much. See, the price is high as well, but then, all right. Asian Paints. Look at Asian Paints and see what Asian Paints is doing. Okay, so it looks like it's gone up, and it's just going to keep coming back down to the 200. So I will not enter that as well. Bajaj Finserv. Bajaj Finance. All right, same thing here. Okay, I'm expecting this to come back down to the 200, so I will not enter until it comes to the 200. HDFC is another one. I'm looking for where the 20 and the 200 is. All right, this is a good possibility here. Look at that. All right. So if I entered here, but although I said it's a good possibility, let's see if it will work. Well, okay, 1%. Right there, it's possible. All right, but what about the trend? If I were to draw a trend line, see, this line took kind of a turn here. So is it possible? Is it workable? It's tough. Look at that. It's a bit tight. Okay, it's a bit tight, but there's a possibility. It's a possibility. But if the price goes up quickly, it might. Otherwise, it might not. It'll hit that resistance, and look what it did here. 200 acts as a resistance, a black. All right, that often becomes a big problem for us. And let me get rid of this. All right. And then, all right. Next one, LG. LG equipment. Okay. All right, the 20. And now this might be a good entry right here. Okay. Why? Won't it go down? Well, it could go down. But because the RSI is only halfway, there's still possibility for it to go up. So it's a probable movement. Let me move LG equipment to the top of this list or the top of my secondary list. All right. And then, yeah, HDFC and Nestle India. Or Nestle Industries. Which one is it? I don't know the name. All right. Okay. HDFC. What about this? Will it make it up? Will it give me a 1% range? Not quite, right? Not quite. Unless by the time this comes up, unless the 200 begins to face its, kind of face up. Otherwise, I may be in deep water. Well, not really deep water, but, it may get delayed. That's all. I'm not in deep water. I'm not in trouble because of that. It doesn't cause, create too much trouble. It may be that it might take another week or two to get to that level. This might be a good entry. But the 200 is going to be a resistance. That's a problem. All right. I hope this makes sense to you. That I'm looking for stocks where the 20 is down below the 200, but still has enough to get a 1% profit out of this. Also, if the 20 is going above the 200 and the RSI is not too high, all right, that may be another place where I will make an entry. All right. I hope this helps you. If you have doubts, have questions about your entries, leave me a question in the comment below. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless you.